Hello, my feline friends. This is Unikitten. In our last episode, we advanced our story mission. We had coordinates for a few possible artifacts and a few more temples for power. First on the list was Planet Piazzi 2 to Temple Alpha, where we gained the power of personal atmosphere. It gives all of our oxygen back while we're running. It allows us to basically carry all the weight. The next one on our list was an abandoned mine for artifact Theta. As soon as that was completed, we received a mission to go to Piazzi 4C to Temple Theta and gain the power of solar flare. Next, we went to Indum 3A, received artifact Tau. These two artifacts we received were protected by Starborn. That was a first when receiving artifacts. We returned to the lodge to add the two artifacts to the rest of them. And then before walking in, Andreja needed to speak to us, so we did that before going into the lodge. She's told us that she is Varun and was originally assigned to be an undercover agent for them. She was caught in the act of sneaking around by Sarah and Vladimir, and the rest is history apparently. So there's going to be more to that at some point. When we went to the lodge, Mateo was down about the Starborn, but Noel put him straight. We added the artifacts, and then Vladimir asked us to do some repairs on the key. Well, my feline friends, after going to the key and starting the repairs, we were put on a dark path I'm not ready to take us down. So I have since reloaded a save from way before going to the key so that we can put that line off for a bit longer. We're picking up right after going to the lodge instead of after the key where Sam and Cora stay behind. Let's hope this works. In the process of doing so, I have lost the power that we received of the... I believe we received it at the Piazzi 4C the Theta power, the solar flare power. We lost that power, but we have gained a different power that we got from Erdani V11-C Temple Tau reactive shield. And then I have not put any of the artifacts into with the rest of the artifacts in the lodge, and I'm not going to. No matter what, it initiates that quest line, and essentially I don't like the way it ends, so I don't want to do it quite yet. I want to put that off a while. So in today's episode, we're going to clear out some of our quest journal. We're going to get to some of the other things I wanted to do before we go down the darker path of the main story mission. We're going to clear out mission journal, and then we're going to start with Walter. He has a mission for us. It has nothing to do with Constellation, but he has a mission for us, and then we're going to talk to Nadia with SSNN. We haven't spoken to her since we finished our pirate quest line. And then we're going to go from there. Let's get to it. Oh, and in changing things up, I forgot to take Andreja with me, so it didn't prompt her quest line, the continuation of her quest line. So she doesn't...
I am glad to be back.
As of right now, she doesn't know that we know that she's Varun. So we'll have to initiate that again.
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point. I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything you can't handle. I'd like to test that theory. My star yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested?
You're gonna need to tell me more than that.
Of course, now that I know you're interested. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done.
Why is the project stalling in research and development?
R&D needs to happen first whenever work starts on a new project. It's a natural stalling point since we need to make so many big decisions. In this case, we're talking about looking at our existing fleet of ships and using data we've gathered to see what consumers want. But of course, each member of the R&D team can interpret that data to suit their own confirmation bias. I'm guessing that's what we're seeing here.
All right, you can count on me.
Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
All right. Seem like you're putting a lot on me, and you don't know that much about me. But anyway, let's go talk to Nadia. Maybe. There we go. Well, part of why I don't have the power from Piazzi is because I went to the temple, but in the temple, I did the puzzle and I went through the thing where I should have got the power, but like no power was given. And the request or the mission for me to find the power never updates. So there's either that temple is bugged or there's another temple that's just there. I don't know. I'm thinking probably in part is since I had already received the power once and then went back to a later save, the computer just isn't letting it go. You already have it.
You have another story for me?
I do.
If you have a new story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee.
I was there at the big battle between Sistef and the Crimson Fleet.
Of course you were. Why wouldn't you be? I swear you're either a trouble magnet or something. So, Sistef finally, and against all odds, really triumphed against the Crimson Fleet. In their own backyard, no less. How were you involved?
I was working undercover for Sistef. I brought the fleet down from the inside. I was part of the Sistef operation. I worked with Commander Kibwe Ekande. I was undercover.
What do you do for an encore? So, the Vigilants went toe-to-toe with everything the Crimson Fleet could throw at them. And somehow, almost miraculously, they captured the key. The key itself. I've confirmed that with many sources. Anything to add?
I was part of the team that actually captured the key. Yeah, I was the one who went in, and they waited.
Someone seriously owes you a beer. Hell, a keg. You have to feel good about how everything turned out. Commander Ikande is being hailed a hero. And Sistef's popularity is at an all-time high. Your thoughts?
Sistef was successful in finally righting the wrongs of the past. Commander Ikande deserves those accolades. It was an honor to work with him. Ikande didn't triumph alone. I was instrumental in the victory of the key. I have nothing more to say. Let's see. He deserves those accolades.
That's a common refrain. He was respected before this, but now? And that's all I need. You really do lead an extraordinary life. And as a, well, possibly embarrassing personal note, thank God for you.
Well, thank you. All right. We spilled some tea. Now, for the next mission. Alright, we're gonna start with talking to Suburo Okadigbo. Someone at Bethesda needs to be told that sometimes it's okay just to go with a nice, simple Smith for a name. Anyway, I have no idea what this guy wants.
They say this place represents all the worst impulses of humanity.
I don't remember getting this quest line or this mission, so...
See? I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous, right?
It's a
Why
wonderful
would someone
thing.
open a mining supply?
Welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen
I
a new
can't
face.
believe this place is still open.
Business
I
can't be that bad.
months.
With a location like this, that's quite a surprise. What exactly do you sell here?
We should look around.
The first time I laid eyes on this building, I felt the same way. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day.
Perhaps I could help. Yeah, this is a real tough break. Without any help, what will happen to you?
I don't know, my friend. I suppose I would be at Neon's mercy. Just another failed dreamer, walking the streets and living in a sleep crate.
Perhaps I could help.
That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose.
I'd like to see what you have for sale. Is there anything I can do to help you save your store?
You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business, and you were the final element that was missing. If you could
Really?
bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group.
Sounds simple enough. I prefer to stay out of this mess. Can you tell me more about this last-ditch business plan?
Many in Neon keep to their own, and I believe this is why we failed. James Newell and his Merchant Alliance friends are on the right track, but all they do is spend their time complaining, never solving. We must unify, band together, and help each other out. Then, when one of us falls, the others can reach down and help him rise from the dust. In the meantime, we will refer people to each other's shops, perhaps even promote sales together. It would benefit us all.
Yeah, sounds simple enough.
Wonderful, simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Do you have any copper for sale?
Certainly, my friend.
You do. So, as one of the side quests I have is I need to get 150 pieces of copper to give to Tobias. Was it Tobias? Is that the name of the robot? Well, anyway, the robot on Crucible. But it's been kind of difficult to get all of the copper, even when I was trying to mine it. So, I'll see what else he has to sell.
Nothing would make me happier.
Why'd you
Take
try?
as long as you like.
Well, quit closing on me. All right,
It was
thanks.
good of you to stop by, my friend.
All right, so I need to go deliver flyers for him, huh?
Interested in some of your mining gear, but I'm good with this. There is a lethal question that region has nothing to do with.
I don't know if it's picking up on the microphone, but outside is a really loud motorcycle. It's a red Harley Davidson. That's what I know about it.
Purchase today?
I have a flyer from Saburo you might want to look at.
Here, let me see that. Not a bad idea. I might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me.
I'd like to buy something.
Of
See if you have
course.
any copper.
I have a huge inventory to choose from.
Let me see if you have copper. Nope, you don't. Different kind of merchant, I suppose.
Thanks for stopping by our shop.
Yep, thank you. So, the quest is for 5 stores in Neon. I knew that merchant because I had previously gone to him for a different quest, but I don't really know the merchants of Neon. Well, I guess this is technically one.
Yeah.
Hey, Yannick.
If you're here for blend, I just had a new batch come in last night.
That's a mysterious name for a beverage. Nope, I'm not here for that. I'm just browsing. Nerd, never heard of blend. What is it? What exactly do you sell here? I'm not here for that.
Okay, suit yourself. But you have no idea what you're missing. Look, I don't have time for chit-chat. I've got a lot of business to take care of. So if you don't mind hurrying this along, that'd be great. As soon as word gets out, blend is back in stock. It's going to be a stampede.
Saburo has a business opportunity that could benefit both of your businesses. Here's a flyer explaining everything.
Whatever, just hand it over. I'll look at it on my own time.
Okay. Why is blend so popular?
Probably because you can't buy it anywhere else except at my shop. And I mean anywhere. As in the entire settled systems. It's got a special blend of secret ingredients that you can only find in Neon.
If it's that addictive and we're in Neon, Aurora must be involved.
Alright, genius, you guessed the main ingredient, but you don't need to be yapping about it in public, you know? For your information, the distribution of Aurora anywhere except the Astro Lounge is illegal. Off the books, that shit flows like water around the city.
Have you ever thought of selling blend outside of Neon?
No, are you crazy? I've got a captive audience here. Business is booming. Blend is part of the Neon charm. It's iconic. Not to mention that Blend's mix of special ingredients can only be found here.
How's business?
What are you, the nosy type? Why do you care? But if you must know, business is good. It's always good. Blend is a local phenomenon. It gets people in the door. So are you going to buy any, or are you just going to talk my ear off?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Sure you don't want some extra blend for the road?
I'm good. Not supposed to drive a spaceship under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Alright, let's see if we can find another one. I don't know what you are, but maybe you're a business?
If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see.
That's an awful way to treat a potential customer. I don't want any trouble. I think coming into your shop was a mistake. What are you afraid I'm going to do?
My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department.
You won't have any complaints for me. I'm here to spend some credits. Robot can't handle complaints. I prefer settling my differences with human beings, not emotionless robots who use sticks.
See, now, you're just getting technophobic. And that's gonna hurt his feelings. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal.
Alright, in the meantime, I have a promotion opportunity for you.
I don't need any handouts. I'll pass.
Fine then. How did you and Styx end up together?
I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. Now, I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payments stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running.
Why do people give you a hard time having Styx around?
I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx. And Mahaway robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am.
What happened to your eye?
It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder. Slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too. Until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash. Can we do this?
I could track down the person
You do that?
that put all that graffiti on Styx.
Okay. Maybe I misjudged you.
You did. Why would someone spray your robot?
It doesn't take a genius to figure out that I'm not the most popular guy on the block. And that suits me fine. But this person took it too far, made it personal. I'm not about to let some delinquent hassle the only friend that I have.
I can't allow assault like that.
I'm glad you see Styx is more than just a possession. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx.
Okay, so will you take my flyer now?
Don't need it. Don't want it.
You
Take
better
it somewhere
take it
else.
after I do this quest for you. What do you have for sale anyway?
Feel like bringing the pain, huh?
I just want to know what you sell, because, like, you seem pretty, well, weapons and stuff. I see. Okay. I'm gonna go
Sticks.
scare
how's
this
this
guy
one?
for you. And then you need to take my flyer.
Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Alright, Warlord. Probably thinks he's some gangbanger or something. Alright, where are you, Warlord? There you are. That was fast. Hey, you dude.
That way, if that old Cyclops knows what's good for him. You like art?
Sure, I like art. I don't know, but I know what I like.
Oh, you'll like this. Just head on over to Neon Tactical and check out the robot. It's my best work.
Frank Rennick wants retribution for what you did to Styx.
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew.
So you admit to the crime. What happened to your crew?
The freak didn't tell you? I figured he'd be gloating about it. Man's got nothing else. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me.
So you admit to the crime after you try to rob the store.
And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line.
You're going to pay for the damages.
And what makes you think I will?
You got the strikers to worry about. Don't waste time with Rennick.
True. Don't want to fight a war on two fronts.
You don't want to start a war with a gun shop owner.
And the old Cyclops got us outgunned, that's for sure.
You don't want to mess with me. Pay up.
I'm not paying shit. So I suggest you tell that one-eyed freak to go cry somewhere else.
Well, I'm going to get those credits from you, dead or alive.
Walls with your blood.
Nothing beats stepping zones in the memory cloud.
Well, you went down pretty fast.
Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Again, we are triumphant.
Bourbon or whiskey?
Alright, I think I'm going to try to reload a save and go back and try that again. So where I don't kill a civilian this time.
Somebody help!
Companions really get upset when you kill civilians. But, you know, I brought a knife to the fight and she brought a gun. She was the one who kind of helped kill that civilian. Although we did get a little too happy with the sword. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see if I can get the persuasion to work this time.
Love the vibe of
It's
this
gonna stay that way. If that old Cyclops knows what's good for him. You like art?
I don't know, but I know what I like.
Oh, you'll like this. Just head on over to Neon Tactical and check out the robot. It's my best work.
He wants retribution for what you did to Styx. So what happened to your crew?
The freak didn't tell you? I figured he'd be gloating about it. Man's got nothing else. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me.
So you admit to the crime.
Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line.
You're going to pay for the damages.
What makes you think I will?
You got the strikers to worry about. Don't waste time with Rennick.
True. Don't want to fight a war on two fronts.
Rennick's not all there in the head. Do you really want him as an enemy?
Yeah, it's hard to predict crazy. Never know what he might do.
Just pay up and I'll leave you be.
Man, if it gets you out of my face, I just might.
You don't want to start a war with a gun shop owner.
The old Cyclops got us outgunned, that's for sure. All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even.
Alright. Thank you. Have a good one.
What's up?
Alright, Andresia. You have no reason to be mad and angry like you were. Alright. We'll go back to the guy, and maybe this time he will take our flyer. If not, he better pay us some good credits.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up.
As soon as I can figure out how to get back. Show me the way back, people. Oh, there we go. There's the door. Or not. There we go. Hello.
What? Core Kinetics isn't the only game in town.
Warlord isn't going to bother you anymore.
Good work. I hope you made him squirm.
He definitely squirmed.
Good. I bet that punk shit his pants when you threatened him. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble.
Thank you.
Styx, about the war.
Okay. And now will you take my flyer? You won't even let me ask you?
Not something I'm interested in.
Ha, still won't take my flyer.
Oh,
Screw
Styx,
you.
How's this month looking?
I'm sorry.
You need to move some merch. If it's too hot to handle, we can take it off your hands.
I got a flyer for you.
Don't need it. Not interested.
Well, fine. Screw you too.
Time to move on.
Alright, Seagerts. Oh, it's the competition for the other guy.
After work tonight?
Think I have a quest for him or from him. I don't know. There we go. ask Rosa Newell about... No, I gotta ask Rosa. Owen.
I'm feeling favored out.
So, I'm gonna go talk to Rosa before I talk to him.
Hey there, the brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Instant sensory overload.
Which is unfortunately, she's all the way back to, the first guy we talked...
Welcome to
Or,
Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything.
Hi, Rosa. Hope nothing's wrong. You sound awfully tired.
Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon Security.
You don't think Siegart's doing anything wrong?
I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him.
Does James know you don't agree with his
I have
crusades?
no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation, I don't think he's listening to me at all.
Why are you convinced that your husband's wrong?
It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon Security because he has no choice. He can't afford to fight back like my husband expects.
Well, I've already told James I'll get to the bottom of
Thank
everything.
you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do?
No.
Have a good day.
You too. Although you should probably be more supportive of your husband.
Ever wonder how they tend to...
Alright, now I'll go back and talk to Sigurd.
If you don't see what
Hello.
you need, feel free to ask. Welcome to Sieghart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
That's quite a bold claim.
I can promise you, I'm not just using hyperbole to get your business. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed.
Pretty hard sell you're pushing. You're starting to sound like a used spaceship salesman. It's quite an impressive shop you have here.
Am I? Forgive me. I tend to forget how annoying that can be. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical.
Well, choice business locations aren't cheap. Sounds like someone didn't do proper financial planning to me. You have a nice shop here, you should be making a fortune. Are you usually this open with your customers? You have a nice shop
You
here.
think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something?
I have a flyer for you from
Business
Xavier.
could always be better. I'll take that.
Thank you. Let me see what you have for sale. Maybe your store would be more successful outside of Neon. James Newell objects to you paying Neon security protection fees.
Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood.
Newell says if the Alliance is unified, you can stand up to Neon security.
Easy for him to say. He doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store.
I still think you should stop the payments.
And why is that?
Stopping the corruption in Neon has to start somewhere.
So you really believe the Merchants Alliance can stand up to Dexler? Maybe I shouldn't be so quick to dismiss it. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach.
I think I like him. I want to see what he has for sale. Alright, what do you have for sale?
I'll stop making the payments to... I'm sure we can make a deal.
Alright. Do you have any copper? No. Oh, yes, you do. Thank you for the copper. You kind of have a little bit of everything here, don't you? All kinds of resources. He's got the largest selection of clothing I've seen yet, compared to everybody else. Thanks, Sigurd. Alright, so James should be happy. Now, James needs to help out if Sigurd loses his business.
Fully stocked and ready to sell.
Dietrich has agreed to stop the payments.
Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him?
Sometimes that's enough.
Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Given you almost went blind, working with half a kilo of fish cuts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
Alright, so got that done. Now, finding more businesses. The liquor store said no. Trade authority said no. I don't know if the quest meant just this area or if it also includes that other area we were in, but I guess we'll find out
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
I don't have a medical emergency.
Thank you for retrieving the supplies for me.
No problem. Here's a flyer from
I
Saruro.
wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt.
Thank you for taking it.
Try not to get hurt out there.
I'm trying. Alright, we got one more flyer to give out. So... just gotta see if we can find one. I wonder if the Eklund Stroud headquarters would count. Because they are on this strip. Guess we'll find out, huh?
Yes, how can I help you today? On behalf
Miko.
of Stroud Eklund, I'd like to welcome you to our showroom today. Our company prides itself as the industry leader in spacecraft production. We use groundbreaking technology to give us a significant advantage over our competitors. You can configure your desired spacecraft at any one of our conveniently located kiosks. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help.
Okay, well, thanks.
If you're in
Can't
the
even
market
offer
for
to give him.
spacecraft,
So,
please don't
not
forget about
Eklund or Stroud Eklund. Alright. Ooh, the coffee shop.
Hello, and welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you? Hi there.
Nope,
Welcome
guess
to
not.
Terra-
Well. Oh, gal bank. Not even a person in there.
I do not know about you, but I am starting to suspect that Benjamin Bayou has a slight inflated view of himself.
He really does. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. Alright, core kinetics.
Ready for some soup? What can I sell you today?
Nothing.
All right, well, don't be a stranger.
Thanks. Obviously not him. I think I gotta stick to the businesses on the main strip outside. Like the small shops.
Clearly the intent is to get us into the Astro Lounge. You follow the signs?
I wonder if enhance. I wonder if they count.
We've been here an hour already. Maybe you should have figured out what you wanted before we came.
Here for a new look today?
No, but I want to give you a flyer. Will you let me give you a flyer? There we go.
Welcome to Enhance. If you're tired of seeing that same old face in the mirror every morning and you're looking for something different, we can help. Our state-of-the-art machinery uses a patented proprietary technology that can reshape your facial features or give you a new head of hair. For a small, one-time fee, you can enhance yourself and bring a big, warm smile to your brand new face.
I have a flyer. Do you want to take it?
I'll take a look, but I won't make any promises, okay?
Thank you.
And we're all going to love it because
Please let me know if there's anything else I can do to enhance your day.
All right. Finally got all of them handed out. now I gotta go back to the guy.
Here to purchase. I am confident that the flyers will help my business.
I handed out all of the flyers.
Ah, thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon.
Alright. Thank you.
Come back soon, my friend. It's always a treat to see you.
Is something amiss?
No, I pushed the wrong button. Don't worry about it.
That is all?
Yes.
Very well.
Alright, now I gotta figure out what my next mission is. Okay. I think for our next mission, we're gonna go talk to Catherine Luzion. I don't know what that's about either. But we're gonna go talk to her. I forgot that a lot of these missions we just picked up just walking through Neon the first couple of times.
Too bad I can't squeeze it.
Oh, she's in the underbelly.
I would hope for the sake of these workers that after a while you get used to the smell.
Alright. Hey, Catherine.
I'm not in the best of spirits right now, but I'll try and help.
Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later?
Can't
We're
help
actually
you.
closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters.
Hope nothing terribly bad has happened.
I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time when I'm feeling up to it.
Can't let these things eat away at you. Let me help.
Well, I suppose there's no harm. You can't really do anything unless you can reverse the flow of time. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week.
That sucks.
He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth.
You suspect foul play?
You're damn right I do. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me.
I could take a look at what you have for sale. I want to help you find out what happened to your husband.
Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you.
You deserve to find out the truth.
The truth is all I've ever wanted. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience.
Have you ever had problems with Neon Security before?
Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt, with Administrator Bayou using them as his own personal brute squad. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee discounts, I've never had anything suspicious happen.
Can you tell me anything about Tevin?
Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me.
What's the story behind the quick
My
stop?
husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the workers at Generdyne and Xenofresh. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, I'm just trying to make a living.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Sure, I suppose that would be fine.
Just your grocery store food. Alright. Okay. Grocery store. Talk to you later.
It was nice speaking to you. If you are free soon, could we talk?
Okay. Finally get back to where we were with Andresia's.
I have something I wanted to say.
Yeah, I know you're part of Varun.
I confess I am afraid of how you will react.
I know you were a double agent, all that stuff. If it's that bad, maybe you shouldn't say anything. Nothing would change my opinion of you.
I am reluctant to put that to the test. But it is necessary that we are honest with each other. I know that you said you prefer to be surrounded by others, unlike me. But Constellation means something to us both. And I must be honest about why. The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth. I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering. What I have left out, until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Varun. My people.
I'm shocked. Yeah, you told me about that a couple episodes ago. But if that's where we're coming from, if that were coming from anyone else, I'd think it was a joke. I thought House Varun had vanished. So you're a member of that cult. Explain to me how this makes any sense. House Varun, what's that?
I am not joking. I was born in the great city of Dazra and raised with the teachings of Jinan Varun. I underwent the rite of Prejar when I came of age. I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the great serpent and his inevitable return.
I can't believe you didn't tell me this until now.
You must understand. My being here is secret. No one is supposed to know. Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Varun's space, speaking only of exploration. I was sent to infiltrate Constellation, posing as a former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life.
So you lied. That makes you an undercover agent.
That was the intent, yes. The reality is more complicated. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives. Vladimir and Sarah were waiting for me.
If it were me, I wouldn't have been caught. They didn't trust you. Seemed like a good call on their part. That must have been a surprise. They were weren't as gullible as you had hoped. You're still here, so it couldn't have been that bad.
That is not how I saw them. I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council, and the penalty would be severe.
I'm not surprised. Sarah's a good person.
Yes, she is. I cannot imagine anyone else in her position doing the same. You and I have spent so much time together. It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given. But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that.
You're still just Andrasia, as far as I'm concerned.
You have no idea what a relief that is. Thank you for trusting me.
Okay, Andrasia. Alright. Oh, I'm already on that quest. Now to go talk to Tevin. Alright, you ready, Andrasia? Oops. If it's not Bayou, it's the security. All of Neon is corrupt.
If you think about it, if a neural amplifier did fish one more time.
You're on like an ocean planet. Of course you're gonna eat a lot of fish. I don't know why that person was complaining about it. You want fish, Athena's? Athena wants fish. Can you not sit on the mouse, please? I'm trying to run around. Hello, Mr.
All of our
Tevin.
items are guaranteed to be of the highest quality. Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly do.
Athena, I was trying to see what he was trying to say, and you stepped on things.
It was good to have you in my shop. Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
All that matters is I've brought credits to spend. Damn, I almost wore my entitled snob outfit today. There's no need to insult me right when I walk in the door. Does your usual clientele look like? I almost wore my entitled snob.
I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods.
Take him out. Talk to the authorities, they'll help you. You should learn to defend yourself. What's Segov?
The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised you haven't run into any of them.
I have,
They're
actually.
a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me tend to suffer the consequences. They're based out of Neon, but no one is certain who runs the syndicate. Could be anyone.
Talk to the authorities, they'll help.
Ah, yes, the authorities. Neon security. Corrupt, bumbling idiots who couldn't solve a crime if it occurred right in front of their faces.
This is also assuming that Neon Security is not already aware and looking the other way.
That
or
is
worse,
true.
Actively involved. Approaching them will almost certainly not help.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with?
I want to talk to you about the death of Thomas Luzion.
I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business.
Come on, you can't tell me.
There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull.
Let's see. Hey, don't worry, I'll take care of my friends. Know what I mean? Keeping quiet about something like this must be hard on your conscience.
Listen, I don't want anything bad to happen.
You have a civic duty to reveal the truth of what really happened to Thomas.
Civic duty? Do you really believe that nonsense?
You're the only one that knows what really happened. Please help Catherine get some closure.
I'd like to tell you, believe me. Oh my God, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent.
Tell me who did it.
It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim.
Tell me where Rusty
Where
is.
else would someone like him be? He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase.
I don't know. What do you sell? Alright. Hey, don't go anywhere yet. I can't buy nothing from you if you...
Hey there.
You leave.
I better not end up in the ocean, too.
How about this headlock thug for you?
Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go.
Okay. I don't think this will be a problem.
You say that, but Seoka aren't exactly pushovers when it comes to this sort of thing, so you better watch your ass. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck.
Alright, I want to know what you got for sale.
Cash only, please.
Well, that's all I've got. Solomon's calculations. And so, stuff for the house, apparently. Oh, I kind of like that sundial. Oh, that's an interesting bug. Or trilobite. Okay, he just sells, all of the loot that we normally sell to everybody else. But he sells it to us so that we can put it in our house. Going to take a look at that book one more time, though. I am in the family now. Oh, oops, I bought it before literally looking at it. Oh well, I own it now. Mine. Okay.
Soon.
Bye-bye.
You never know what we'll have for sale.
Alright, this is a complex set of mathematical calculations penned by Solomon Coe. They are his original grav jump calculations from Earth to the Cheyenne system, the future home of Aquila City. That was it? I spent a lot of money on that book. I think I just got robbed. Anyway, now we've got 2 quests. Gotta talk to this Rusty guy. Then we gotta go deal with this headlock guy.
That side's a bad place for tourists these days. All areas come to hell.
Hey, buddy, why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh?
No.
Help a guy out, yeah?
No. I know what you did.
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, shit. No, he told me he took care of it. He told me no one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident.
Tell me exactly what you did. Why did you target Thomas?
Why else? I needed some credit for Aurora. And everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have credits.
Tell me exactly what you did. Who's he and what did he take care of?
A friend, an old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him.
Tell me exactly what you did.
I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some credit, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear.
Sure, an accident.
I called
Doubt
my
it.
buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that.
Tell me who your friend in security is.
Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just, come on, just let me go.
That's not an option. I'm here to kill you. I'm not going to kill you, but you better disappear forever. Leave and never come back. Empty your pockets and maybe you'll get out of this.
Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
Okay. Well, we got closure. She knows what happened. Just a druggie with somebody in security.
With my own eyes, it is still hard to believe.
Can I get you
Hey, Catherine.
It's nice to see a friendly face.
Alright, I know what happened to your husband.
Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all.
Your husband was murdered and a security officer covered everything up to protect the killer.
I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him?
I took care of him. The killer's name was Rusty. Did Thomas ever interact with him before?
Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty?
I took care of him.
Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did.
Yeah, he
And
got
about
off
security.
pretty easy.
Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up?
Unfortunately, no. I never got a name. I'm sorry I can't do more for you. I didn't. I doubt that taking security will end well for either of us.
Yes, You're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here.
Yeah, I let him go, so I won't take your money.
Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
Alright. That one's done. Now, mob mentality. Now they'll go talk to a guy about a guy. That dock would smell so bad with all that fish lit up there. Probably the whole city of Neon smells that bad. I'm glad we don't have smell-o-vision yet. I don't think I would be able to handle this city that much.
Okay? Need something?
Hey, Frankie. Francesca
You lost,
Moore.
kiddo?
I'm just looking around. Last I checked, I was an adult. I'm not going to steal anything if that's what you're thinking. This is a store, isn't it?
Sounds like something a thief would say. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble.
Well, you won't get any trouble from me. I get it. Trusting anyone is hard these days. Open a shop in New Atlantis or Sidonia if you don't like trouble. What do you sell here? Did something happen? Of course something happened. It's Neon. I get it. Trusting is hard these days. Hey, Fina, please stop.
Sounds like we understand each other then.
Tevin and Nastas told me a thug named Headlock hangs around here.
Never heard of him. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day?
I really need to know where he is.
How am I supposed to know where he is?
Tell me and I'll get out of your hair.
I don't have time for this.
I'm sure we could work something out.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
You're right, it's not. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make trouble, just want to talk this through.
Look, I'd like to help, but you just won't give up, will you?
No, I won't.
Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time?
He's been terrorizing the Emporium.
Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4 or somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him?
He needs to face justice. I just want to talk to him. I'll shake him down to cover Tevin's expenses. That's my business. If you can't stand Headlock, why do you care what I do with him?
I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed.
I just want to talk with him.
That's one way to punish him. You'll just bore him to death. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to get back to. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you better run along.
What do you have for sale?
Take a look.
Athena. Just kind of same old as most of the other merchants. Ooh, she's got digipicks. I like digipicks.
Come again.
Alright, bye Frankie. Okay, warehouse 4, here we are. Alright. Might be a whole warehouse of people who want to kill us, or not.
I'm watching you.
Well, I'm watching you too. Hey, Headlock.
And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in?
You need to leave the Emporium alone.
Is that so?
Yes.
I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you.
I just took down Crimson Fleet, so back off. What gang were you in before you joined? I can respect them, but I can't respect you.
Oh yeah? Those are big words coming from a nobody.
I'm also the Mantis.
So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone.
Because I'll kill you. It's the wise thing to do. Why would they recruit you? God, you're annoying. I'm taking you down. Let's try some persuasion first.
Enlighten me, but don't waste my time.
If you keep trashing all of the shops, you won't be able to buy anything from anywhere.
I don't think things would be that extreme, but I guess I get your point. Can't believe I'm saying that.
You're bringing a lot of attention to yourself and not the good kind. If you don't get your act together, you'll end up dead.
Looking over your shoulder in neon can get old. It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer.
We're done here. I'll be on my way. Thank you.
Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice. Back off.
No funny business.
Oh, yeah. I just gotta figure out how to get out of here. Alright. All these negotiation skills. I'm kind of disappointed. I was expecting a fight. I didn't think persuasion was going to work on him. It's kind of ironic. Persuasion works on like bad guys more than it does on good guys.
Inside's a bad place for tourists.
Good people are kind of harder to persuade into doing the right thing, but like bad guys, like, doesn't take much effort at all. Alright, Tevin.
Take it easy. Big Headlock will destroy our shops if he isn't taken care of soon.
I took care of Headlock. He won't be messing with you anymore.
Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help.
Alright. Bye-bye now.
Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
I find your crap, like, all over the settled systems, and I just loot it for free, so... But you do have a kind of a neat little fish head there.
I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay? Do I look like an idiot?
What is this?
Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back? No? I know what you've been wasting your money on.
Yeah, nothing important. Thought it might be something juicy. Alright, my feline friends, we're going to end episode here. Please like and subscribe, and we'll meet back and see what our next adventure holds. Have a good one.